The adventure begins. My happy place.
First stop, picture with the state sign. Now grocery store, gas station, and then off to Havasu Springs Resort. Pulling into Havasu Springs Resort, where we're gonna spend one night in their hotel, and then we'll launch the boat in the morning and go camping, go boat in camping.
In a quarter mile,
oh, all the golf carts look good.
on your right,
look at that one.
Havasu Springs Resort.
That's awesome. Alright, we'll go get checked in. Just got our room keys, which are actual keys. We even had a Mother's Day rose for Mallory. Got the rattlers going full speed. Looks like a $96 a night room.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, the tile, look at that.
I love it. I'm really glad he can do this all by himself. Find zero help. Alright, you parked it. Now we go find a camp spot. I'm so excited. It's so pretty here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The adventure begins. We are here.
Once we launched, we headed up the Arizona side of the lake, kind of checking out campsites as we went. There's a lot of BLM and a little bit of state park camping, and it's all boat-in accessible. There's some picnic tables and some vault toilets, so we just started cruising and checking them all out. What are we doing, honey?
Looking for a campsite.
What do you think so far?
It's cool. We haven't found our spot yet.
Yeah, we're gonna find a good one. I think now we're in competition with that other couple now. We got camp set up. I left our reservation slip in the tent, but this hopefully kind of lets everybody know that this is where we're camping. So now we're going to head up to Lake Havasu City and maybe Topak for lunch or something. So according to Onyx off-road map that I was using, we'd camped about 9 miles south of Lake Havasu City. So first thing we had to do was obviously cruise through the canal made by the McCulloughs, the McCullough chainsaw family, back in like the 70s, I think, when they imported the London Bridge and reassembled it here and then hand dug this canal, therefore making Havasu an island, so to speak. It's pretty cool to check out the bridge. There's actually bullet hole fragments in the stone still from the war, but yeah, pretty cool piece of history turned kind of tourism attraction. So cruise through the canal. It's a pretty short run, really. I can imagine it gets pretty busy on holiday weekends and things like that. I think everybody's pretty much seen those videos on the internet. Part of the reason we wanted to go pre-season was just to kind of see what it's like without all the people. We just wanted to get a taste of what the area and what the lake's like, you know, without the chaos. Then head up to the gorge. We had gotten a lot of recommendations to check out this area known as the Gorge. So this is the river north of Havasu that extends up to Topak, where the 40 crosses the Colorado River. Really scenic section, really pretty. You know, photos and video don't do it justice, but definitely the highlight probably of our trip was cruising this. We ended up doing it 2 of the days we were there. Just a great section of river to cruise. Once the gorge opens up, you kind of see the 40 off in the distance there, the vehicles going across it. I think these white bridges are like gas pipelines or something like that, but now we're in a no-wake zone here once we get to this section. I've certainly seen some stuff on the internet, people kind of climbing this train trestle bridge and jumping off of it and things like that, but we were just kind of out for a first day cruise. Hang a right here and you go to Topak 66. We ended up having a quick lunch. Food was all right, nothing too crazy, but once we were done with lunch, we headed out and made a right turn and went up to Pirates Cove Resort and just checked that out real quick, but I didn't get any of that on video. So then we headed back down the gorge for an interesting afternoon. The canal in sight. We're in the no-wake zone. We were woefully unprepared for the open lake afternoon wind conditions.
It was not as bad as Destin, Florida.
It was not quite the hurricane we had in Florida, but that was unpleasant. Took half a dozen waves over the bow of the boat. Carpet's soaked. I'm sure all our clothes are wet. No big deal. We can deal with that. We lost a cup holder and Lost a towel earlier in the wind. We're gonna find somewhere to tie off in the canal and ask the locals if the wind will die off, because we still have another couple miles south to go to Havasu, day 2. Some of the footage, I don't know what the footage from yesterday looks like, but we had some wind yesterday, and it was okay in the gorge, but as soon as we came out of the gorge onto the lake, it was not great. Probably only 3-foot seas, but that's enough that anything more than like 3 miles an hour, and we were taking waves over the bow. So bilge pump got to work out, everything in the boat got wet, but we made it back to the canal and kind of weathered out the storm, and then we actually had a clean, epic sunset run back to camp. But we just learned a hard lesson, and that is don't beat your boat, because the lake or river or whatever recedes, and now the boat is stuck. Mallory and I have pushed on it, we can't get it anywhere. So I'm gonna put this on time lapse and dig out the boat, because there's nobody here to help us. See, that's all stern now. Can we just swing it around?
Good job, honey. Way to work.
We've decided after a...
Yesterday was like a fun-filled, adventurous day. We went all the way up to Pirates Cove Resort, checked out as much as we could. So today was just a low-key,
yeah, pretty much
hang out in camp, get some sun.
Burned like a whole tank of fuel yesterday.
Go, go, go.
It's kind of exciting coming back. So the weather was nice today. We figured we'd just kind of enjoy camp and hang out.
Had some lunch, cooked breakfast.
Put our chairs in the water.
Yeah.
Still had this place all to ourselves. So now we're gonna just go walk up the hill here and just kind of see what the view is from the top of this peninsula or whatever trail network's up there. And then maybe we'll be hot enough to jump back in the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Breeze feels nice.
Cooking dinner. What a day. You relaxed all day.
So she's
Never
really,
happens.
she's really proud of me. I didn't
Ever.
go anywhere.
He didn't tinker on anything. He just...
Didn't tie the boat up.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's working. staying in place.
No, we had a beautiful day at camp. We enjoyed the sun.
So now we got steaks, salad. Isn't there a bag of rice? We're doing the rice?
No, the rice is with the sausage.
So what's this? Steak and salad?
Steak and salad.
Steak and salad.
Simple.
Okay.
Easy.
And a beautiful sunset.
I laid on my perch.
I may or may not have fallen asleep.
You did get a boat nap.
I did get a boat nap. Let's make some dinner. We just used the, what are we calling this? The courtesy dock at the London Bridge Resort to get some beer and water.
Coffee.
And a nice coffee.
Nice coffee.
Thought we would walk around, but it turns out...
Neither of us want to.
And it's really hot when you're on land, so...
It's cool.
There's the bridge. The town's cute. It's all touristy, just like you would think. Resorts, restaurants. But the water feels amazing. So we're gonna get some fuel and head back to camp and just sit by the water. In the water.
In the water.
Toes in the water.
Toes in the water.
Let's go find some gasoline. cruising down out of the canal, you can kind of picture how on busier weekends or midsummer, there's probably a lot of boats here, a lot of good people watching, and cool watercraft to check out. Seems like a great spot to cool off in the water and have a few drinks and just kind of enjoy the sights of Havasu. So this is our last trip through the canal here. We'll come on out the south side here and buzz on over to the marina. For us, fueling on the lake is kind of a unique experience because our local lake here in St. Louis County, Lake Nacimiento, it's just always been day runs for us, so we always fuel up while we're still on the trailer and have enough fuel for the day. But being in Havasu for, I think this was like 3.5 days, we ended up needing fuel twice, so pretty convenient for sure, just being able to pull up and fuel up. Between Havasu City and our campground is the famous or infamous area known as Copper Canyon. I think it's quite the party spot, and we decided to check it out, and I can see why it's so popular, being close to Havasu City itself and yet still being kind of secluded and private and protected from the wind. Easily see why people just pull in here and tie their boats up and kind of party. So we just made kind of a quick pass through here. It's not real long, it's not real wide, but it's definitely a pretty little spot and worth checking out if you're out here.
Great trip. It's beautiful, it was warm, the water even felt pretty comfortable today.
So May, what, 15th? She's May 15th, so this is probably the soonest to come out here.
No wind last night.
No wind last night.
I loved it.
It was great.
It was a great time. So definitely come back.
Okay. Standard wash 4 and 5. We don't share. With the fun over, it was time to head back to Havasu Springs Resort, where we left the truck and trailer for the last 3 nights. They made us a good deal on that, where since we stayed there the first night in their hotel, they only charged us $15 per night to leave the truck and trailer, which I thought was completely fair. And it's just a, 10-minute boat ride probably from our campsite. Super easy place to launch and retrieve the boat. I'm sure it gets busy later in the summer, but I think we only saw one other boat going in the water the whole time we were at the Havasu Springs Resort. So very chill, very easy way to put the boat in the lake. Like Mallory mentioned upon launch, I just do this all by myself, which to those that know me is no surprise. Just the way we've always done it, because Mallory's never felt comfortable back in the trailer or driving the boat. So probably just keep doing it this way because we're just used to it. But got the boat on the trailer. It's time to get out of the water. As always, thanks for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you want to see next, what adventures you want us to take, or if you got any Havasu suggestions. And always, subscribe if you're not already, and send this video to a friend if you like the channel. Thanks everybody. See you next time.